Hello everybody, I'm Emilien Petit from the ICM in Paris, France, and I'm going to present my work on linear progression of SARA score in SCA 1, 2, 3, and 6 patients across countries. So we used the data from 3 different cohorts: the CRC SCA cohort, which is an American cohort, EuroSCA, which is a European cohort, and SPATAC, which is a French cohort. So we pulled the 3 databases and we ended up with 1,087 patients and nearly 2,500 visits. The most represented SCA type was the SCA 3, meanwhile the least represented was SCA 6. We censored all follow-up duration at 2.25 years so we could compare the different cohorts. The aims of the study is to model the progression of SARA score since inclusion among the different SCA types, to determine eventual differences between cohorts, and to find different profiles of progression. To do that, we use Latin class mixed model using the LCMMR package. We tested for linear, quadratic, and cubic progression. We tested the interaction between the time and the cohort to see whether or not there were differences between cohorts. And we tested model with Latin classes varying from 1 to 5 to see if they were different profiles of evolution inside the same SCA type. So the best model we found for each SCA subtype was linear model. So the trajectories are linear for each SCA subtype, as you can see it on the graph. We also found that SCA 1 patients have a SARA score increasing faster than the 3 other SCA subtypes, with an annual progression of 2.2 compared to 1.25 for SCA 2, 1.3 nearly for SCA 3, and 0.9 for SCA 6. We also found differences between cohorts for SCA 2 and SCA 3. So for SCA 2, EuroSCA patient had a higher annual progression than CRC and SPATAC, but CRC patient had a higher SARA score at baseline. Meanwhile, for SCA 3, EuroSCA patients still had the higher annual progression of the SARA score, but this time SPATAC patient had a lower SARA at baseline than in the 2 other cohorts. So with our Latin class mixed model, we only found different groups of evolution in SCA 1 and SCA 2 patients, and I'm going to present here the result for SCA 2. For SCA 2, we found 3 different groups. The first one of 190 early stage patients, a group of 48 advanced stage patients, and a group of 53 fast progressors. So obviously the fast progressors have an annual SARA score progression which is higher than the 2 other groups. The differences between advanced stage and the 2 other groups is that they had a longer expanded allele length, so the age of onset is earlier and the disease duration is longer at baseline, and therefore they have a higher SARA score at baseline. There were no differences of the allele length between early stage and fast progressors, but we can observe that fast progressors have an earlier age of onset, and therefore they are younger at baseline than early stage patients because they have the same disease duration. So we have a group of fast progressors that have a more severe disease because it's increasing faster and it's starting earlier than early stage patient, but there is no differences of the repetition of CAG on the pathological allele. So this leads us to think that there is potential modifiers for SCA 2 that are making the disease more severe. Thank you for your attention.